Hey Isaac, so I'm Vanessa Boone and it's me again. So now let me introduce a little bit about myself. I'm from B2C and OGV department and I'm actually a junior executive from University Relations from B2C and OGV department. So now I'll I'll introduce a little bit about my background. I'm actually a first year Bachelor of Accounting student at University of Malaya, and actually for your information, I can master 5 languages, which is Mandarin, Malay, English, Siamese, and Cantonese. This is a little bit special about me, and yeah. Now I'll explain a bit about my Isaac experience. Okay, so actually I know Isaac through my senior, which is a director at University Putra Malaysia. And when I first saw about her profile picture, it's like, wow, this is so amazing because I've never seen this kind of such amazing and bombastic profile picture before. So this makes me to search more about Isaac. So that is the point that I start to search about Isaac and get to know and discover about Isaac. So now I'll explain a little bit about my exact experience. So firstly, is the interview, and to me, in my opinion, Isaac experience is the longest interview that I've ever attended, which is 2 hours in total. I still remember that time I attended the interview from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And during the interview got 2 parts, which are the group discussion and also the individual slot. So for the group discussion, we are required and to show the teamwork, and we were given a questions and we were required by the panels to discuss and solve the problems among us. And then after that come with a solution. And also for the individual slot, actually the panel did ask a lot of things about our behavior and as a leader, what is our actions to solve this particular problem. And I think this is very interesting because actually there are a lot of repeated questions and similar questions that they asked during the interview, but then I managed to answer all of them, and this is where I feel very blessed with. So the next one is during the first departmental meeting, which is I think that Isaac's way of conducting the meeting is kind of different from the other organizations because normally during the meeting, the other organizations will tend like to be formal and you are not allowed to do any actions. It's like do some silly things and informal things during the meeting. But then Isaac is not like that. And then the other thing is Isaac's meeting is a weekly meeting, be it the whole team, the full team meeting or the sub-team meeting. But then the meeting for Isaac will be conducted weekly without stop. Yeah. And also the things that I feel very special about Isaac is the way of they conduct the meeting is very special because how to say because it's like they'll ask us to check in first before proceeding with the serious matters, and then after the serious matters, then just they'll do the checkout. So this is very different from the other organizations because normally during the meeting, they'll just start with the chairperson's speech and also the serious matters and agenda, and then after that, they'll end the meeting. But then Isaac is not like this. Isaac will like, it's kind of relaxed, and I feel like we can create our bonding together no matter with the VP, Vice President, and also with the directors. And we don't feel like there's something obstacles that are blocking between us. So to me, the meeting is very relaxing, and also the check-in is very special whereby all of us have to answer the questions, and sometimes the answers from each member are very funny and it really made our day, seriously, yeah. And also the third thing that I joined during the Isaac is NILC 2018, which is National Induction Leadership Conference 2018. which was conducted at the Magic Cyberjaya. So through this conference, it really changed my opinion about the word conference, because normally whenever somebody mentions the word conference, right, you'll just think like, oh, it's going to be very boring, and yeah, a lot of seminars, all those things, right? But then it's not for NILC, because NILC is very fun, as before the chair they start with the certain things. They'll just like ask us to do the roll calls first. It's like roll call is the dance that symbolizes certain LC. So for example, AUM will have its own roll call. So the Taylor University will also have their own roll call, and so on for the other universities. So in simple, it's like every LC's roll call is different. So yeah, so it's like during the conference maybe you'll feel like very boring, right? So with roll call, it really can bring up the mood and also the environment, because you need to dance, and also all of us is like we didn't differentiate any LCs, we just go something like that, and yeah, we just go something like that, and then we just can know each other well. So I think it's very good, because I really like the roll call, and as it can create the bonds between the members of different LCs and can know more friends, and also we can exchange our experience with them. So the other thing is FESCOM booth. So during the FESCOM booth, I was required by my VP to promote the winter projects to UM students. So it was quite a challenge to me, because I just joined Isaac less than 2 months, and my experience and knowledge about Isaac is not that deep enough, and it's not that much enough. So it's quite challenging to me to explain more about the SDGs and also the Isaac things. But then this didn't stop me, but because I will learn and also learn about the SDG thing before I explain that to the UM students. So yeah, actually through this FESCOM booth, I can say that my knowledge about Isaac will increase that much, and also I really like about it. So this is the main part, which is why I apply for LCEB. So firstly, I want to discover more about Isaac, as this is the first year and I'm the first year student to join Isaac. So my knowledge about Isaac is not as much as the previous LCVP, but this didn't stop me to do anything in Isaac. So to me, it's a good experience for me to expose and also to learn about Isaac, and how does the LCEB work for the whole LC, and what are the plans that they do to ensure the LC can achieve the targeted goals. And also through Isaac, I can improve and enhance my leadership skills. Although I did join a lot of activities before, but it doesn't mean that I have to stop learning the leadership skill from now on, because I've joined a lot of things. No. Due to Isaac is a very special organization, and I think this is the time for me to learn, and also on how to communicate with the teammates well, as to achieve the targeted goals. And also I also think that it's a challenge for me, because I think it's time for me to accept the challenge to try some different things, because Isaac is kind of special organization. So I want to learn that how the LCEB works, and also how are we going to do a perfect plan to make sure that the whole things that we plan is actually working. And also lastly, of course, to make some changes and impacts to the world, because youths nowadays, they are not so aware with this world issue. So I think it's my responsibilities to start with this, to tell them that they can actually change the world through the exchange, and also this can increase the youth self-awareness and also the concern to the world citizen issue. So that's all from me. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Thank you. Bye.